Oh yeah. So hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, you saw what happened. You saw what's been happening. JD5, this team coming together, the coaching, everything, and it came to fruition in this game. If the Monday night game was special, this game right here was long overdue. Will, I'm coming to you first, man. We didn't just beat the Cardinals. We whooped that ass. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, that was one of the most fun football games that I've watched in years. Yeah. I can think back to the Dallas game in Ron's first year on Thanksgiving. That was a fun one. I can think back to playing the Raiders on Sunday Night Football with Jay Gruden and playing the Packers on Sunday Night Football with Jay Gruden as being like fun games where we dominated. Yep. But that was on last Sunday was another level. Like every time, especially in the beginning, they scored early. We hit them with the counterpunch, and then we hit them with another counterpunch. And then it's like we just got like settled down, and they were like, "Oh no, we know what you're doing. We got you." And we just kept hitting them with stuff. And it was, if it wasn't this running back, it was the other running back. And we'll get to the specifics on being generic. They just didn't. They had nothing for us. It was quite the game to see. And I mean, Patrick and I were watching it, and we just kept celebrating. It was a beautiful thing.
And Ab, you know me, all right. I try to over critique and look and die. I can't find anything wrong with this game this weekend. It was beautiful.
I mean, you could if you reached in your bag. Right. I'm sure you could find something. You could have said something about the
we did let him score,
but
right.
We'll leave that for Janae. Okay,
Come on.
We'll let her pick at all our downfalls, the three of them. Okay,
yeah.
So
right.
we'll let her do that. Okay, we did phenomenal, and like Will said, fun game. And this weekend I enjoyed it with my daughter, and we were the lonely two Washington fans in this restaurant screaming at the TV. Lady had the nerve to try and turn the TV on your boy, guys. What? Cut the look on her. We cut the look on her. Nah, man. Daddy, did she just change our game? She sure did, baby. I'm gonna go quit. I'm gonna get that corrected real quick.
Oh man, look, I was listening to some of it. I watched some of it. And let me first say, and I told you this last week because I told you this because I was listening to some of the game when I was driving home. Listening to a Washington game when Washington is good, that's what I'm talking about. Something fun. I mean, the excitement, the thrill. I'm sitting here yelling in my car like, let's go. But watching that game, I mean, it wasn't just JD5. It wasn't just the offense. The defense played well. Special teams did what's necessary. I mean, this was a total team effort, Will. And we looked. I know we're still on the rise and we're still progressing. We looked like we were closer to the finish line than.
Yeah. I mean, here's what I think, and too bad Nathan's not watching just right now. But you know what I saw from this? This was a team that was, to coin his phrase, bought in to what they were doing.
Yep.
Like, I mean, it was, you saw it after the game when they gave the game ball to Cliff and everybody went nuts. You heard Zach Ertz came off the field and went right before he got in the locker room. He yelled out, "Beat down!" So this meant something to a couple of the guys there, and it just seems like this team is just really gelling early. Like all this stuff they said in the offseason when they're like, "We're building a culture. We want commanders. We're identifying our core players," and you're just kind of like, yeah. Everybody says this. We get it. And then you get some guys like a Bobby Wagner to come in here and a Frankie Louvu, who have a standard and an expectation. And then all of a sudden you're like, is this what an efficient, franchise looks like,
right.
So it's totally new. And, you got to give a shout out to our ownership. And you got to give a shout out to Adam Peters and Dan Quinn, who looked at the schedule and said, we're not coming back home. We're going from Cincy to Arizona, and we're going to get used to. He goes, and Dan Quinn said, like, the first 2 days they're going to be tired, from playing the game and the time adjustment. He goes, but by game time, we're going to be adjusted and ready to go. And like for them to have that type of foresight, like it's just a completely new operation going on.
Oh, it is. It totally is. And Ab, we talked after week 1. And what are some of the things you were talking about? We don't look cohesive. We don't look like a unit. That team, they look like a family out there.
I swear to God, it was like Dan Quinn and Adam Peters were in our own chats listening to our critiques. Like,
come on.
I give us all the credit, guys. Like, we saw it and we projected it to them. And I honestly, I take full 100% on calling out what was the issue so that they could see what was wrong with them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, look, we got to give you 2 because you also called out that win on Monday night and said JD5 was going to ball out. You know what I mean? Now, look, if I can nitpick, you did say he was going to throw an interception in that game, and he did not. So that's just a little nitpick.
It's okay. It's okay.
You're 1 week off, right?
I'm allowed to be off a little bit.
Right.
No, guys, this is the fact that they're growing. We're not used to that. Like, honestly, they're catching on. Like, every week, if they're able to see the mistake they made the previous week and adjust and apply it to the next game. And that is a beautiful thing to see. The fact that they're able to do that, guys, this is a new regime. Like, honestly, we were scared first week. First week, we were like, this looks like Ron's team again. Like this, like we absolutely thought that, but the fact that we were able to see the growth week to week to week, I'm excited, guys. By the time is it division? Our division games, division games kick in. This is like, and I think there's another level to this. I really do. I feel like, honestly, because we shown a different level this past weekend. I really think that there's another level come these division games, guys.
Oh yeah. And don't forget, we are 1-0 in the division already. So another prediction I had coming out that we will not lose a division game. Let's see if that one comes to fruition. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself.